So what we're pretending to do on page 107, stay with us, is let's pretend that we are all amazing photographers. And we've taken this panda picture, rose picture, parrot picture, and then people are like, we love this picture, we want one. And I'm like, all right, that's our whole job, right? So the panda picture, let's pretend that Mr. K wants the panda picture. And we're like, you got it, Mr. K. But Mr. K is like, you know what? I noticed that your picture is 5 inches by 6 inches, but I would love, love, love the panda picture if you could make it 4 by 5 for me. So we got to figure out, is that possible? Can we give Mr. K a version that's 4 by 5? Okay, let me show you how to figure this out. Stay with me. What you do when you're comparing similar figures, first off, is this shape similar to this shape? Okay, but then you have to check measurements. You figure out if they're proportional. Figure out if they're what? Say it again. Okay, so proportional. Don't blink, watch the board. This is how you do it. Digging, you ready? So compare this side to this side. And when I say compare, you just put 5 over 4. We're going to see if that equals this side compared to this side. So 6 over 5. Get it down in your books first, and then let's go back and talk about it. We've actually already done this, and you are experts at it. Proportional. To figure out proportions, you can just cross multiply. So look at the ones across from each other. And I'm positive you can do this without a calculator. Because what's 5 times 5? 5. Okay. And then what's 4 times 6?
4.
Uh-oh. Are these two equal?
No.
They are not equal, so can we make a 4 by 5 for Mr. K?
No.
Sorry, buddy. Not possible. We cannot crop it to a 4 by 5. We can't shrink it. That wouldn't work. All right, the rose. Let's give the rose picture. Who do you think would want the rose picture?
Miss
Scarlock. Miss Scarlock, she would love the rose picture. All right, Miss Scarlock, let's see. So this one is a 5 by 5, but Miss Scarlock is like, oh, I love the rose picture, but I kind of like a smaller version. We crop it 4 by 4. We're like, hold on, we just got to figure out if we can do it. So compare 5 to 4. Check. But wait a second, compare 5 to 4. Do you think those two are equal?
Yeah.
If you're not quite sure, you can multiply, right? What's 5 times 4?
20.
4 times 5. So they both equal 20. So can we make this for Miss Scarlock?
Yeah.
Yay! She will be a happy Miss Scarlock. Okay, well, the parrot picture. Who would want the parrot picture? Miss Hall?
Yeah.
She totally would love a parrot picture. Okay, so let's see if we can crop this one. Same thing. She loves it. She wants a smaller version, and we just got to figure out if we can do that for her. So compare the 6 to what?
4.
Perfect. 6 to the 3. Compare the 8 to the 4. Do you think yes or no?
No. Yes.
One. There's 2 ways you can check this. Are you ready? What's 6 times 4? 3 times 8? So yes, this works, but oh, it was conveniently just the girls, Josh. Can you figure out another way to look at this? Because how do you go from 6 to 3?
By 2.
Divide by 2. How do you go from 8 to 4? It was the same that way too, so whatever you notice first, go with it. How many of you thumbs up? I think I get this so far. You get so far? Okay, let's do another one then. This one, okay. So we've got, let me move this up. It says, tell whether the new designs are proportional. Wait, what's our new word? Proportional to the original design. So here's our original. It's got the fancy font with the letter A in it. We've got to figure out, does that match this one or does that match that one? Let's go one at a time. Are you ready? So let's just compare this one to this one. Okay, I'm going to compare this side 8 to what?
7.
Okay, so write it. So that would be 8 over 7. Let me grab my pen. So 8 over 7 compared to, all right, what about this 8 on the right side compared to, okay, if you stop right there, are those two proportional?
Yeah.
Yes, they are proportional. However, we've got to compare all sides. So we've got one more side to compare, the bottom to the bottom, 7 to 6. Okay, before you do any work, stop and make sure that all the numerators came from the same triangle. Did they?
Yeah.
Check that all the denominators came from the same triangle. Did they? Okay, then you've got the right setup. Now this one, we agreed that 8 to 7, 8 to 7, those are proportional. So what if we just look at these ones? Okay, here we go. Let's cross multiply. What's 8 times 6? 7 times 7? Uh-oh. Not proportional. I really highly suggest you practice our vocab word. Right, not proportional. However, maybe the original to design 2 is proportional? I don't know. It does have fractions, however, we've got a calculator, so we can get around that if you're nervous. Okay, I'm going to write up here. So now we're comparing the original to design 2, because design 1 didn't work. Can't do it. Okay, so compare 8 to what? 6 and 6/7. And then we've got another 8 and another 6 and 6/7. And then bottom 7 compared to 6. Okay, that's actually called a proportionality statement. It's just setting up all proportions. Okay, the first two, are these two proportional to each other? So what if we just focus on these last two right here? We can at least do one in our head, because what's 8 times 6? Okay, are you ready with your calculators? Do you remember how to do 7 times 6 and 6/7? What's the great, fantastic button? There you go. Go for it, go for it. Everybody practice. Okay, hold on, don't give it up yet. Everybody practice. Okay, whisper with your neighbor. What'd you get? Courtney, what'd you get? Good job, Courtney. You guys clap once if you got the same. Wait, so this is 48 and that's 48. What can we say about these two shapes? You used the vocab word. Good work. They're proportional. Proportional. I always think of the orbit. Proportional. Good work, good work. Yay. Okay, the next part. I think this might be my favorite part of the lesson. This is my favorite part. Okay, so this one, we've got our set pictures, but what the directions say are they're saying you can crop it, make it smaller, or you can distort it, make it bigger. But we get to do what we want. On this first one, let's distort it. Let's make it bigger. So a little more of the same thing. Good luck. So I want nice and big. I'm distorting it. I'm making it bigger.
We have to
All right.
draw thing inside.
Yeah. Good luck. You'll be fine. Yeah, but everybody can at least sketch. Oh, I went off the picture. Don't tell Mr. Background. Alright, so we've distorted the picture. We've got to make it bigger. We've got to enlarge it. Well, it started as 5. Can I get a hand in the air? What could we change the 5 to before enlarging it? Joey, what do you want to change it to? Sure. Change this to 10. Now stop and think about why this is so great. How do you go from 5 to 10? So if you times by 2, this 4 is going to become a 8. We're done already. Pretty nice, huh? We can give that to Mr. Babcock. He'll be so proud of us. Okay, the next picture. Since we distorted the first one, let's crop the next one. Let's shrink it. But who should we give it to?
You, Mr. Vogt.
Mr. Vogt? Mr. Vogt or Mr. Christensen? Okay.
Mr. Vogt. Mr. Vogt.
All right, you can choose who you want to give it to. All right, we had a big debate in our last class. Is this an 8? No.
Yes.
That's what I said, but they said no. And then I got nervous because I forgot. It's been a while since I had piano lessons. Yep, we're going to crop it. We're going to make it small. So this is for Mr. Vogt or Mr. C. So this 8, I want a hand in the air. What do you want to change the 8 to? Sarah, what do you want to do? 2? Ooh, good one. All right, 8 to 2. Guys, how do you go from 8 to 2? You have to divide by 4. Sure, well, grab your calculators. Type in 6 divided by 4. That's okay. What is it?
1.5.
1.5. That's not too bad. We can have a picture that's 1.5 inches. All right. How about the 10? Do 10 divided by 4. What'd you get, Tyler? 2.5. Sure. That would totally work. You just got to make sure you divide by the same number on every side, and you are good. You can crop it. How many of you are thinking I'll probably just divide by 2? Can you do that? Absolutely, you can do that. Okay, this last shape. First off, do you know what shape this is?
A leaf.
Whoa, no, not an octagon.
Wrong.
Julian got it. Julian, nice enough. What is it? Class, what is it? Say it again. Okay, parallelogram. choose. Do you want to crop it or do you want to distort it?
Distort it.
Go.
Distort it.
You're on your own. On your own workbook. Distort it or crop it. Figure out the measurements. Go. Good luck. All right. Show off your picture to someone next to you, in front of you, behind you. Show off your picture. Go. All right. If you can hear me clap once. If you can hear me clap twice. I need my croppers. How many of you cropped the picture? You made it smaller. Okay. Hands down. How many of you distorted it? You made it bigger. Oh, lots of you distorted it. Hands down. Who should we give this one to? It's got a leaf in it.
Mr. Lowe.
Yeah, I like that, Mr. Lowe. All right, Miss Lowe's gonna get our picture. I want a crop person. Raise your hand and tell me what you put for your crop dimensions. Someone who shrunk it. What did you put for the dimensions? Jovian, thanks.
I divided 6 by 2 and then I did 10 by 3 and I divided 10 by 2 and I got 5.
Perfect. She said she divided 6 by 2 and got 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5, so this one would be 5. This one would be 3. Guys, shout out this right here. What would it be?
4.
Cut it in half. That'd be 4. Thank you, Jovian. All right, I want to distort or you made it bigger. What did you do to make it bigger? Deacon, what did you do for your dimensions?
I did for the very bottom.
Uh-huh.
I did 12.
12, okay.
The very top 12.
Perfect. Times by 2. Keep going.
The right side 20.
Perfect.
That's right.
Okay. Don't forget the inside. What's the inside then? Good work. How many of you got it? Does that make sense to you? Perfect. Okay, the next part is not in your workbook, so close your workbook. So again, this part's not in your workbook. Just watch, and then let me know if you get confused. I think you guys will pick this up really fast. So similar figures, that's what we talked about right at the beginning. Similar figures have corresponding angles and corresponding sides. What kind of angles, guys?
Corresponding.
What kind of sides?
Corresponding.
They're both corresponding. Corresponding is like a matching game. They have a match. We're going to match up all the angles. This angle matches this angle. This angle matches this angle. This angle matches this angle. Same thing with the sides, but there's a way you write them. So just watch, and then let me know if you get confused. Oh, I do angles first. So if you look at the picture, we've got B right here, right? B's at the top. It has this little arc. Angle B matches what angle? Can you tell from the other triangle? You can shout it out. Perfect. You got it. Angle B matches angle E, but you write it a certain way. So watch the board. Don't blink. So put your angle sign for angle B. Put your angle sign for angle E. I'm going to teach you a geometry something, so you'll be pros once you get to geometry. Right in the middle, in similar figures, corresponding shapes have the exact same angles. So if this is 30 degrees, what does this have to mean?
30.
But there's a symbol that means exactly the same measurement. You ready? It's an equal sign with a squiggly. That means congruent. What does it mean? Congruent just means same measurement. 30 equals 30. 90 equals 90. 120 equals 120. Okay, but that's not the only pair of corresponding angles in the picture. I would say angle A corresponds with angle D. Do you agree with me? They're in the same spot. So angle A corresponds with angle D. They're congruent because they're angles in similar figures. Add in your congruent sign. Keep hand in the air. I've got one more match that I'm missing. Can you figure out the last match that I'm missing? Donnie, what is it? Perfect. Angle C is congruent to angle F. Okay, thumbs up. How many? I got that. Can you organize your data? Start practicing the congruent symbol. Okay, we're halfway done. We've done the angles. Now we have to do the sides. Sides look different, so keep those books close. Stay with me. Okay, now sides. Now the sides are proportional. They're not equal. The sides are what, guys?
Proportional.
They're proportional. Are you ready? Okay, it's kind of a giveaway in this awesome picture because they have corresponding colors. So watch. Do you think those two are corresponding?
Yeah.
So side AB corresponds. It's not equal. Do you see? AB does not equal DE. Do you agree with that? One's bigger, so they're not equal. So how are we going to write it? It's exactly what we did at the very beginning when we were giving away those pictures, the panda, the rose, and the parrots. You put AB over DE. They're corresponding. So then you take another set of sides.
AC.
You want to do AC next? So AC is along the bottom. AC corresponds with, yes, good work. So DF goes in the denominator. Last one, what are we missing? BC. And what does BC correspond with? Good work. That's called a proportionality statement. You have equal signs between them. Here, I'm going to have you do one last check. When you write the proportionality statement, you want to make sure numerators, that these all come from the same triangle. You got to make sure, because if one's flipped, it's going to mess you up. Did these all come from the same triangle? Okay, then we're good. All right, you ready? That was your introduction. The next one we're going to blaze as fast as we can and list the angles and the sides. Just look at the picture. Don't worry about writing it down. If you notice something, raise your hand. Okay, look at those two. First off, what kind of shapes are those?
Rhombus.
What are they? Trapezoids. They're trapezoids. So we've got to list all of the angles and then all of the sides. Get ready. I'm going to talk real fast and get your help. Let's start with the angles. Ready, set, raise your hand. Give me one set of corresponding angles. Alec, go.
AD and PS.
Okay, I'm going to go to the side then. You set aside AD and PS. I'll take it. They're proportional. All right, give me, let's go to sides then. Let's start with sides. Give me another set. This side matches this side. Emily.
DC equals SR.
DC corresponds with SR. Okay, keep going. I need another one. Jake, think.
AC and PR.
AC and PR, I agree. But Jake, check it. That would be a diagonal. We don't really need AC and PR. Can you think of another one that's just the sides? Perfect. AB and PQ. Oh no, I wrote a little bit too big. Maybe I can sink it in. We're missing a side. One more, Matt, give me another one. BC and QR. You don't forget to check. 1, 2, 3, 4. All four numerators, did they come from the same shape? Okay, then we're good. All four of the denominators, did they come from the same shape? Okay, we're good. You ready to go? And sing me fast through the angles. This angle matches this angle. Tyler, start us.
Angle A, angle P.
Perfect. Angle A is here to angle P. I need another one. Go ahead, Charles.
B and Q.
Perfect. B and Q. Corbin, do you have another one?
C and B.
C and wait.
C and R.
There you go. Good job, Corbin. One more. Lauren, what is it?
T and S.
Perfect. Don't forget to practice your congruent symbol. Okay, I'm trying to think. What if, let me clear this. Get rid of the objects too. Like this. A, B, C. And then a triangle like this. What are you going to do? How do you know which one matches which one? We need to make a plan. Max, what's your plan?
Flip it over.
Flip it over. Okay, I'm going to play with the board and see if I can flip it over. Maybe. Well, the letters are upside down, but still, can we do that? And now can we match them up? Sure. Okay, good work, Matt. We've gone over. Okay, again, not in your workbook, so just look at it. This one, what shape are all three of them? They're all rectangles. Well, it's saying two of those are similar. Rectangle A and something else, they are similar. Look at it. I want a hand in here. Can you defend yourself? Why is it that one? Joey, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's A and C. Because rectangle A
Uh-huh.
is 6 by 3.
Okay.
Rectangle B is 6 by 2.
Yeah?
Rectangle B is 6 by 2, so that wouldn't work because
Oh.
one of the numbers is the same.
Perfect.
The other is different.
Perfect. Good work. So he proved it by saying it can be B, because 6 compared to 6 will never correspond to 3 to 2. Right? So this one, do you agree with Joey? 6 over 3 would equal 4 over 2. We can cross multiply with 6 times 2. 3 times 4. Or what's 6 divided by 3? 4 divided by 2. That also equals, so whatever you're comfortable with.